Hello, my name is Zachariah with Old Man Gaming. Welcome to TMNT and Other Strangeness, the Stump Gang, our live play series monthly, where we play in good old-fashioned Palladiums, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, very exciting stuff. So we're going to play some more of that today. We are in session 11 of this particular campaign. We did 4 sessions of the original Origin stuff. Now we are in 11 sessions of this particular campaign, which is a heavily redone version of Truck and Turtles. But we got to get into the characters, the wonderful characters, as we go through this trip. And before I do my recap, let's meet them. Immediately below me, the Buildmaster General, Philbilly 330, playing Roswell the Alligator.
What's up, guys?
In the middle, Wizard's Respite, Ash, playing Tex the Armadillo.
Howdy, folks.
And then finally, last but not least, Hope Child, playing Ruby the Sparrow. Alright, so I'm not going to recap everything, obviously, because it would be too long, but just from the last week, we had kind of had an in-between session, because two months ago, they defeated Braddock, finally, in an epic Mad Max-style road chase heist battle, and then they had to recuperate and recover at a KOA. They kidnapped a golf cart and went into town and bought some more supplies. Tex got a new gun, the Schofield, if I recall correctly.
Right.
So I could finally nerf his damage a little bit, but make him happy by giving him an actual cowboy gun. And then Ruby got some ammo for her pistol. And Roswell did some podcasting, finding out that one of his podcast fans is getting a little bit creepy. When making a conspiracy theory podcast, it's gonna bring out some weirdos, and that's what he found. And then, am I missing any other important details, guys? Or I think that's it, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty chill last session.
It was a pretty chill last session. Yeah, I don't know if this
get a
session.
rope?
You did get a rope. I do remember you
Yes.
getting a rope.
The
'Cause
cowboy
you
has
want
a lasso.
Did we ever actually discuss the rules for the lassoing? Because it's something I'm making up.
A little bit. It's like a skill check, so
It's definitely a
we're
skill
building
check.
it. We're building, with the percentage dice, the palladium thing. I only have I think 2 tokens out of, or 1 token out of it. Let me check my tokens.
Right. But I mean, what did we discuss for how you use it?
Other than the basic palladium stuff, as far as what it can accomplish, I don't know that we did really set a rule, unless I'm forgetting something.
Okay. All right. Cool. Then we'll figure it out as we go along. My favorite thing to do, improv.
Do it live.
We'll do it live. That's
That's
right.
right.
That is right. All right. So at this point, we are going to our heroes have left the state of Ohio finally, and are moving into Indianapolis. Right? All right. Indianapolis isn't a state. Indianapolis is
Indiana.
Thank you, Indianapolis, Indiana. I wrote down the place that you're going, and then my brain was like, we have no idea. It was like, hey, where's Indianapolis? And the other brain was like, we don't know. We didn't know we had to keep track of that today. I mean, we could find out, but it'll take us 45 minutes.
Also,
Okay.
if you told me that Indianapolis was in Ohio and you guys all live there, sure,
Do it. Yeah.
I believe you.
So they are headed to Indianapolis. We also had a fun little side meta scene with Barbie, Ken, and the Road Dogs, the vigilantes in Indianapolis. Okay, so you guys are heading through Indianapolis, kind of coming up to the city on a major thoroughfare, a major highway, and one thing you have noticed over the last couple of days, we already discussed you guys are all healed, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One thing you guys have noticed in the course of all this is it's getting real cramped. Tex, you are all too happy to be on your motorcycle when you can be, because that sleeper is you guys are sleeping in shifts, but there's so many people in that cab that, you know what I mean? There's enough room for 2 beds in there, and there's 8 of you at this point, I believe, 7 of you. So it is very tight in the cabin, and it is definitely starting to cause some like arguments and disagreements and just general cattiness for a long road trip. You guys just kind of piled on top of each other. That being said, as you guys head into Indianapolis, I am going to first ask for Tex to give me a percentile check.
Okay. Straight percentile, no skill.
No. This is a chart roll, ladies and gentlemen.
49. That's a good number, right?
It means that there's moderate traffic, which is going to be fun. All right, so you guys are moving through. It's midday, like nearing kind of that early rush hour, where not quite where the business is let out, but the school's let out. So like it's between like 3 and 5 where you're in that spot where things are starting to pick up, especially going into the city. You guys are hoping you can make it through and out of the other side of the city by the time rush hour gets real bad. But right now there is moderate traffic, which means there's a fair number of vehicles, but traffic is flowing smoothly at 1d6 miles above the posted speed limit. To go faster means a penalty and a driving skill and all that fun stuff. But right now you guys are moving. It's good moving. There's plenty of cars on the lane. Like let's put it this way: you're moving at the speed limit, but you can't set cruise control. Does that make sense? That's how kind of like busy the streets are. Now, at this point, I want to make a random roll to see who is currently sleeping in those two things, because you guys are going to have to sleep in shifts at this point. And there is 7 of you, right?
Yeah.
All right, so for you guys, we're going to do Roswell 1, Tex 2, Ruby 3. Then for the girls, we're going to do Aubrey 4, Stella 5, Lila 6, and then Bert is 7. And then
But
8 will be a
I
reroll.
think all of us would agree that we would stick maybe all 3 girls in just one bunk, and then we just take turns with the other bunk.
They're too big. They're still 10, 12, and 8. The bunks aren't. The bunks are like cot sized back there. So.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean
twin
it's.
size, but I think all 3 of them, all 3 girls would be able to fit.
Right. Yeah, it's not like an efficiency apartment. It's still part of a truck. It's a camper in a truck. So it's just like a couple of cots.
Depending on how big the camper, the cab is for the truck. So.
Yeah, it's not big enough for that.
Got it.
So I'm gonna roll. All right. So first person sleeping would be 6. So that is Lila. And 3 Ruby. So Ruby and Lila are currently the nappers at this particular juncture. Tex, are you on your motorcycle or in the cab?
Probably on my motorcycle.
All right, motorcycle. Roswell, you're in the passenger side then, and Aubrey's kind of like seated between you guys, kind of not safely, but it is what it is. And same with like Stella's in the back, like working in a notebook, trying to kind of like not get crabby with people. So you guys are moving at a moderate pace through things. It is at this point I would like first Tex. I'm gonna need you to give me. Do you have any skill in like detect ambush or anything like that? Detect concealment or anything?
Texans, not really.
Okay.
Proud, not really. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a intelligence-based skill check then, but the control is only going to be a 20 for this roll.
I've got a 79.
79.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, real quick, Phil, say test.
Test.
Wiz, say test.
Test.
Jackie, say test.
Yes.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure everybody's audio was working. Didn't do a sound check prior. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. Have I forgotten? No? Okay. All right. What'd you roll there, Wiz? Sorry.
79.
So you failed. Okay. All right.
Badly.
Roswell, give me a... Do you have any sort of detect ambush or anything like that?
Negative.
Okay, same thing.
Yeah.
Intelligence with only a 20 control, and then I'm gonna roll for Bert. See if he's got any. I think he's got at least one. He does not. You guys are the most unaware team. Okay.
A 39, and you said intelligence
Plus 20.
with the. No, I just barely failed it.
Okay. All right. Control's going to drop to 40 then overall. And basically what's going to happen is no one notices these cars just fly by, whiz, kind of starting to flank you guys on either side. They're sedans. It is at this point that... let's see, how do I want to do this?
A question for you there, Zach.
You asked that question, madam.
Would Zach, wouldn't Bert be a little bit more aware if he's doing? I mean, I know he's paying attention to driving ahead, but wouldn't he also be checking his side mirrors?
Oh, yeah, he's checking. He just didn't succeed.
Maybe he's not a great driver.
He's in a cab on a road trip with 3 little girls,
Yeah, yeah.
a
The
dinosaur.
girls are bothering him because he's like
Dinosaur.
trying to make sure that they're not getting crabby.
Yeah. It's just total distraction.
Yeah.
Aubrey's like, I don't understand. I just want a sandwich and I want to get out of this car for like 10 seconds. Bert's like, we can't stop. We're not going to stop. If we stop now, we're going to get stuck in rush hour traffic in the middle of Indianapolis. We got to get through this. Aubrey's like, look, I just got to go. All right. And Stella's like, please, everybody stop fighting for 10 seconds. They're trying to sleep back here. You know, it's that kind of thing. So at this point, yeah. At this point, there is you hear like a sharp poof, and a shot, kind of like a grappling hook almost, flies past the passenger side window on Roswell's side and hooks on the exhaust port of the Blue Ox, like locking it into place. And then at that point, the whole, like, it's not strong enough to necessarily pull the truck off course, but just the fact that Bert wasn't expecting it, the truck kind of swerves slightly. Wiz, you see this as well. Tex, you see this as well from behind. You're about 2 car lengths behind. Basically a sedan, actually it'd be like an SUV. It'd be like 2 Honda Tucsons from either side, just like average colored, have just come up onto the truck. And then you see from the back rear window door, somebody has kind of opened the door, leaned out, and fired a grappling hook forward and like latched it into the exhaust port of the one side. Meanwhile, the other sedan opens up as well. Get some music going here. There we go. Okay. Opens up their port as well, and you see another one like bring up a grappling hook. He fires. He's gonna catch the kind of like upper part of the trailer on the front, kind of the corner. And at that point, they just basically start to pull themselves onto the truck. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, jeez.
Would you
That
like
should-
me to do that as well?
No, not yet, Ruby.
That's just a straight roll, right?
I think it is.
I don't
just
think
a
you
straight
add
roll.
anything
I don't
to it
Yeah,
in
think
this one.
this one
initiative is
is.
always just a straight 20.
I think it's just a straight 20. I'll do a real
Yeah.
quick check.
I think so too.
Jackie
'cause
said it was, so I'm for sure. She,
Yeah, I have
she
notes.
sounded confident.
I take notes.
when you
I'm a
play
nerd.
like several RPGs, little things like that
I
get
know.
shuffled so
oh,
quick.
they do. They do.
That's why I take notes. I'm like, oh, this is, yeah.
a lot of different systems to try
It's just
to...
whoever rolls highest on a 20-sided die, and in the case of a tie, reroll.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right, let me get out a little note card here. Keep track of everybody's order.
My rolling is not starting well tonight.
Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed that it gets better. Because we're going to need it.
All right,
Yeah, I think so too.
4
We're fighting
baggies.
ninjas again.
We're gonna do blue is card 1, gray is card 2. Ooh, okay. So what everybody get?
I have a 16.
Tex?
1.
Oh, you actually reroll with one of the bad guy cards. And I rolled a 1 again, so.
I got a 3, which
Okay.
better than 1.
So right now the order is Roswell, ninjas in the blue car, or ninjas in the car on the driver's side. Then Tex. Then ninjas on the passenger side. That's where we are right now. Okay? So Roswell, what are you doing?
Bert, we got company. These guys came out of nowhere. Must be some... They came in unmarked vehicles. You know what that means. And so who's closest? Or are any of these ropes on my door?
They're not on your door. They're kind of crossing in front of your door to the exhaust pipe on your side.
I would lean out the window trying to cut the rope.
All right, give me a roll.
What do you want?
I want a. Let's do contested. Let's do contested like an attack. And then if you beat him, you cut the rope before he swings over. If he wins, you cut the rope after he swings over. Because I don't think there's anything stopping your blade from cutting the rope, honestly. It's just how fast you get through. Sound good?
Okay. Yeah, so just make an attack.
Yeah, just make an attack. And he had...
It'll be 18 total.
Alright. He rolls an 8. Okay, so... he kind of goes to jump. As he goes to jump, you kind of like watch it in the rear view mirror, and as he goes to jump, you just go whoosh, and just like stick the machete out the window, slash the bow. He just like whoa, and like it comes out from under him, and he just like hits the ground and starts to roll. Wiz, call high or low for me.
Hi. I don't know why, because I'm rolling low today, but
Okay, all right. You see the body hit. It rolls. It is well clear of you. You don't have to make any checks or anything to steer out of the way. You see some other cars, though, start to swerve because there are still a good amount of cars on the road for this action to take place. One thing I do want you to do, Wiz, while he's rolling by, give me an intelligence control check. The control currently is a 40.
49 total.
So I think you'd get
50.
it, right?
No, 49 is my total control after my intelligence
Oh,
is added.
gotcha.
But I rolled a 53.
You roll 53.
Oh, just barely.
Just barely missing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He just rolls by in a tacky gray suit. You think for a second you see a
Pretty
flash.
slicker.
You think you see for a second a flash of Fez rolling under a car, but you're not sure. At this point, so that's so you still have a couple of actions, Roswell. Do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, so how many of those rope grapple hooks were shot? Was it just 2, one on each side? Or?
Yeah, one on each side. You cut the one on your side. But
Okay.
the SUV is still trailing Bert on that side, on that side, and there's still people in that SUV. Same on the other side.
You know what? I'm gonna do something weird and just so you know how I cut the rope, but like the hook thing would have been wrapped around the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the hook thing off the exhaust and try to throw it through the windshield of the SUV.
Awesome.
That's cool. I like that. All right, give me an attack roll. That is a weird one though, because you're like throwing, right?
Yeah, exactly. If there is a thing for that, I don't have a throwing skill per se.
I don't know that there's a throwing skill. I just don't know that I would say you're proficient. Are you getting any bonuses from using your weapons? Like I would say minus off any bonuses you're getting from having weapon proficiency, basically.
I get a +2 from my weapons.
So I would say drop it by 2. Your overall roll.
So just my straight roll, basically.
You're not proficient in hurled grappling hook.
That's a 16.
Okay. Let's see these guys. Ooh, they actually managed to dodge that one with a 21. So, guy in the driver's seat just kind of like swerves to the right as the grappling hook hits. It actually still like spider webs the windshield you hit with such force, and then the grappling hook like wings off and clanks on the road. It's at this point that it is. Well, you do still have 2 actions if you want to do anything else.
Damn it, Bert! You got something else to throw?
It's like, not that we don't need.
Goddamn aliens are they're taking over. And I'm not gonna throw my knife at that car.
Okay, all right. So Ninja's on the driver's side. Then I'm gonna give you just a couple quick rolls. Okay. All right. Basically, the one on the rope kind of like swings over, clips himself to the trailer, and then starts to climb in the suit. While another one in the SUV starts to move over to the there was 2 in the backseat, moves over, and the one on the trailer like throws the grappling hook back to him. He catches it and he swings over as well. So now there's 2 on the side of the trailer crawling up onto the top of the trailer. Tex, it's your turn. You see all of this.
All right. Am I in line to take a shot, or do I need to roll back?
You could take a shot. You don't take any negatives from taking shots on the motorcycle anymore, if I recall correctly? From the Schofield? Did we work that out or anything?
What it had been is that I can't do an aim shot, and I could just do a non-aim shot, basically. I have that modifier.
All right.
That was with the old gun. I kind of figured.
I think this one, it stays the same on that, but I would say that, like, the reload is easier, if I recall correctly. Like, the whole point of that is that you can reload without making any sort of, like, driving check.
Okay.
Basically.
All right, cool.
Okay?
Yeah.
You can take a shot.
First shot. It's a 7 to hit one of the ninja on top.
Ooh, a 7. That's not great. It hits though, because he gets a 6. So roll damage.
Oh wow, wasn't expecting that, but I will take it. It's 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
Hi ho, silver.
Right. Where is there? Oh, there we go. All right, you kind of wing him a little bit. It doesn't like he kind of drops down, but it doesn't like take him out or anything. Do you have another action?
I have one more for a non-aim shot. Oh, like 22, 23 to hit. It's my first roll of the night that was in the teens.
That was really good. You got him. Damage.
$10.
All right, boom, boom. You take 2 shots. You see him kind of get clipped in the shoulder. The second one definitely does more damage. He kind of lurches and falls forward slightly, kind of hitting the ground as the other one starts to climb up. Okay. Is that
Take that, you varmint.
That's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So the ninjas on the passenger side, Al, have noticed that you are taking pot shots at the people who have boarded. So they drop off the speed, kind of falling back to where you are, and then try to sideswipe you.
Okay. Is it a driving check, motorcycle check?
No, it's driving. I'm sorry. It's an attack roll. It's basically a sideswipe.
Okay.
But I'm attacking you with the car, so he's gonna roll, but he's going to use just his normal bonuses, no extra weapon bonuses for it.
With this kind of attack, do I get to roll anything? Like,
Yeah, you get to roll a parry, basically, to
Okay.
the most part. Okay. That's shit. Okay, 9 to hit you.
that was a dirty 21.
Oof. All right, so he swerves over towards you, and you manage to actually like pull your bike over. Give me a driving check though, because we are in moderate traffic at this point.
Right.
Let me just check the modifier on that moderate traffic as you guys get crazy. Oh, hold up. This one is you reacting, so I'm okay with it. So yeah, just normal driving check. Normal motorcycle check. If you change lanes or attempt to stunt, then you'll get a minus 15% penalty.
Okay. I pass.
Okay.
43, my motorcycle is 64.
Your motorcycle is 64?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you manage to dodge him, but actually as you're dodging, you see just this like a minivan full of kids and a family. You almost swipe into him. You're like, and you just kind of like, instead you slam on the gas and kind of wheelie it a little bit, just to pull out from between them. And thankfully the ninja car stops before it hits the minivan as well, as it misses you.
Whew.
And then we go to top of the order, where we're going to get Ruby into this because she's most certainly awake at this point. However, we cut away and you see we see sitting in this big kind of car. Did I say what kind of car it was that they drove? I think I did last time.
That it's an SUV, like a Honda.
No. I mean the cat.
You're talking about
the road dogs. Was it
I think
Charger?
I think they were in a
Dodge Charger. Okay. We see the black Charger kind of off on an overpass, kind of shrouded, kind of idling. We see in the suits, basically. They're in these suits of black with like outlined red, kind of just like touches of red on the outlines and the hems and the seams of their outfits. Ooh, 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 ooh. Bad music. And then basically you see them kind of sitting there. The husky in the driver's seat. In the passenger seat, you see the big Rottweiler. They also have like cowls, like black cowls over their head and tied, which doesn't really make sense since they're mutants anyway. But they're trying to look the part of superheroes. They're watching camera footage, different highway camera footage, and Rottweiler's like, I don't know, Blade. Looks like it checks out. That's gunfire, and that's dangerous stuff. Debris on the road. You see Blade in the driver's seat. Ah, ribeye. Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. I still don't trust that ninja girl, but they are a danger. All right, let's do this, brother. He's like, okay. And you see him, like, they shift, and then the whole Charger just peels out, kind of merges on the highway, like, almost with reckless abandon, but somehow not touching any other car, and then speeding off after you guys. Ruby, roll initiative for me as you wake up. Mainly because you roll out of the bunk and then hear a bunch of gunfire.
Good old 19.
Nice.
It is nice. Alright, so you will enter above Roswell.
Sorry, Roswell.
That's quite alright.
Then I want to put Aubrey into this mix. I think she goes right there. Alright. So, Ruby, what do? You are jarred awake by gunshots and the truck swerving.
Okay, so where's Roswell located exactly?
Roswell is in the passenger side, just like swiping out the window.
The window. I'm going to climb out the window and get up on top of the cab.
Over Roswell or over Bert?
Over Roswell.
Okay. Roswell, she just starts climbing over you, man.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me.
What is this?
Ruby, give me...
Personal space manners.
I look like a perch to you?
No, but I gotta get to the top to take care of business towards the back.
Oh, Bert, she says there's something up top. Do you wanna break from driving? Want me to take over, or you want me to go up there?
He looks at you and goes, I would rather a lot of things happen than you drive. No offense, big boy.
Yeah, I figured I'd offer.
Okay. So you two are both climbing up to the top?
Yeah.
Give me, I think it's acrobatics rolls? Actually, if I recall correctly, I just made it a straight PP check, right? PP with control. Control is 40 right now.
Come on. 18. Nice. Got it.
23.
Nice, guys. All right, you guys climb up, kind of scuttle up. Ruby's first up onto the top. Roswell's right behind her. You guys see the two characters in gray suits. Now that you're close, you see what Tex kind of missed while he was rolling by. They're the Fez ninjas, the fashion ninjas, but they just have suits on, like suit coats over their ninja outfits. So they still have the mask and the fez on the top, but like they have like gray sport coats and trousers on. For some reason, you do not understand why. like it's almost like they're cartoonishly trying to pretend to be businessmen.
Like the attire.
The two of them look at you. They kind of get into a stance, and then they both rush you. Okay. I am going to say that it took at least an action for both of you to get up to the top and to where they are. So, Ruby, what do you got left actions-wise? One?
I have one left, yeah.
Okay, what do you want to do with that one? Just remember, you guys are on the top, so any significant damage or significant changes in movement is going to result in a, oh god, I might fall check.
Okay. So we're gonna go with on the which side am I on top of the cab? Driver side, passenger side.
You're I don't know, whichever side you guys want to be on. Doesn't really matter. You guys climbed up together. You guys are side by side.
I'll take the passenger side. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at the I'm gonna try and aim for the wheel of the vehicle to try and kind of like.
What are you talking about? You're on the top of the truck.
Yeah.
Where are you? What?
I'm gonna lean over towards like the side of the cab and shoot at the vehicle.
That truck, first of all, backed up to try and hit Tex. So it's 2 car lengths behind the semi-truck. And then there are 2 ninjas on the top of the trailer about to attack you.
Okay, well then I'm shooting one of them shooting one of them.
Just want to make sure you understand the scene. It's 2v2 on top of the truck.
Yep.
Okay, go for a roll.
I'm shooting. Second here. Okay. $19.
Okay. These guys. Ooh. That ninja dodges you. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. He gets a 21 to dodge. Alright, so you go to take a shot at him. You're just unsteady on the truck, basically. The shot goes wild, kind of above his shoulder. And that ends your turn. Roswell, it's your turn.
Alright, how close are they when they started charging?
They're within movement range. I'm not going to make you take an action to get to them, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, then, yeah, I'm just gonna step up to meet them.
Like,
and
they had gotten on halfway through, so in my personal belief, if there are people on top of the trailer of a semi-truck, they're in melee range. Unless, like, one's at the very back and one's at the very front, you know? Like, they would have to be in melee range.
Yeah, I step up, and I'm gonna, make an attack, but for flair, I'm kind of more or less just, like, trying to shoulder check them off the truck,
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna hit. 10.
10? He dodges that one. Alright, you kind of come in for the shoulder check. He actually stops and, like, backpedals slightly, kind of sidestepping a little bit. Still your turn.
Alright, Dapper Dan. And I pull the knife and go for it. That's better. 19.
That one hits.
Because I think, D6 plus 3 gets bleed. So, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage. No. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage plus 3 bleed for next round.
12 damage plus 3 bleed. Okay. Alright. You step in, just huge swipe right across his chest. It actually draws some blood, like pulls him open. So you used one attack to get up here, one attack to shoulder check, one attack to swipe.
I have one more.
You got one more, right?
Yeah, can I say instead of swiping that I stabbed, because then I tried to take my foot and like boot him off my knife off the truck,
Nice. Go for it.
13 to hit.
Ooh, he dodged.
Okay, I just slashed him.
He gets a 17 to dodge.
My cinematic plan didn't work.
Well, you boot him. He staggers backwards and like does the kind of
okay.
whoa, and then kind of like pulls himself forward a little bit. Actually, I'm going to say the other one kind of catches him and then swings him back towards you.
Okay.
At that point... Roswell, ninja's driver's side. These are the ninjas on the driver's side, so they get to attack. So the one who you were attacking gets to attack you.
Okay.
So to hit for his first attack is a 18.
$18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And dodge is just... is this parry or dodge?
Parry.
Okay.
Dodge actually consumes an action, and it's mainly for, like, ranged attacks.
Projectiles, right?
Yeah.
He hits me.
Unparryable attacks. He hits you?
Yeah.
Alright. He's got, like you see, he's got kind of like a brass knuckle, kind of, not a knuckle thing, but like, you know, like the Japanese, like, climbing spikes? That they would wear kind of around their fingers. Like Ninja Turtles used them all the time. It's that, but like the back has like spikes on it too, so he could close it into a fist and also crack you with them. So that's what's coming at you. 7 damage. Boom! He gets a good like Krav Maga punch to your face. And then he's gonna get one more attack. He's going to then step into a huge roundhouse to your chest and try to do the same thing that you've been trying to do to him. That one is only a 14 to hit you.
Ooh, I dodged him with a 15.
Nice. You actually like do that like curl around the foot thing, like the whoop, like just as it like misses the foot, like whoop. Then the other one goes right for Ruby. Ruby, after you took the shot,
I say, cute claws, buddy.
the other one just sprints at you. This one does have like blood on its shoulder. This is the one that Tech shot. It rushes you, Ruby, and just steps in. It's got the same claws and goes for a punch to your face.
Fantastic.
That was a crappy roll though, so 7 to hit.
Okay. I got a 9.
Nice. He gets one more attack. So he goes for the punch. You duck it easily, and then he kind of brings up a knee to the face, or attempts to. A little bit better. 15 to hit you.
He got me. I only got a 14.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh, nope. 3 points of damage, SDC. So he brings up the fist, he punches for you, you duck, he brings up the knee, it connects to your chin. You kind of, it's mostly superfluous damage, but you kind of see the stars, get that kind of like chalk feeling in your mouth when you get whacked in the face.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. At this point, it's actually Aubrey's turn. Oh, I need to... One sec, guys. Okay, so... Strike... Okay. With blunt. Okay. Holy shit! Okay. So Aubrey's, Ruby, as you get whacked, you hear Aubrey go, duck! And you just instinctively duck. And Aubrey actually, puts her foot on your shoulder, leaps off your shoulder, Horsey the bat in her hand, the sticker-filled mini bat in her hand, just winging out at an incredibly surprised ninja as this 11-year-old comes like flying at him with the bat out, and it definitely connects to the face with extreme prejudice as she rolled a 22 to hit him. And then a 6 for damage, so 8 points damage to him.
That's my girl.
That, yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work. Just boom! The bat just smacks him across the face. You guys see a little like string of blood kind of spray out of the mask, somehow physic defying, as he staggers backwards. Yeah. So at this point, I'm gonna get fun with it. It's basically the end of the turn. At this point, he starts to stagger. He actually falls backwards over the thing, and then you just see basically that charger just. You hear the wail of the supercharger in it as the blower just explodes. The charger flies up on your right side. You see Bert like look in the rear view and go, "What in the hell is this now?" You also see this text because it flies past you because you're in that kind of like death duel with the passenger side. This is the wrong song for this. Give me 1 second. There we go. It flies past you, and you actually also see like out of the roof comes this massive mutant Rottweiler in the black outfit with the red trim. And as the ninja falls off, you see him actually like catch him in his arms, like
Shoot.
like hold him for a second. He's like, "Don't worry, we got you." And Ninja's like, "Okay," and nods, like almost pretending to be hurt. And then at that point, they kind of like pull back slightly, and then just like they pull over to just a random car on the road. He plops the ninja on the hood, gives the salute to the driver, who kind of like almost crashes because of it, but stops himself. Then they spin back towards you guys. The Rottweiler like hits the top of the car and he's like, "You see that? They're trying to take out businessmen. Let's get them." And then at this point, Blade in the inside's like, "All right, it's go time." And you see him just downshift, even though he's definitely already in 5th gear, but this is cinematic. He just downshifts, and the whole car just flies back towards you guys. At this point, Roswell, the ninja who was fighting you sees all this, and then just like grabs his chest, even though you haven't hit him, and basically completely pulls an Eddie Guerrero and throws himself to the back of the trailer, like holding his stomach. And then the whole car, like the car comes up on you guys' side, and the Rottweiler just one huge leap off of the car, just lands on the back end in between the fake businessman and you guys, and just sits there and like cracks his shoulders. "It's time for justice to be served." And then he points at you guys, finger out, as dramatic as humanly possible, and go, "You've terrorized these roads long enough, criminals. Oh yeah, it's go time."
The hell's this guy talking about?
Aubrey kind of looks at you and goes, I don't know.
I think he's got the wrong people.
He call us criminals.
He steps forward and goes, "You bring a child into your wicked ways, your dirty ways? The road dogs do not abide. It is time to be brought down." And then you see him like he hits a button on like this kind of gadgety thing on his arm, and this like, it's not a full riot shield, but like a half body kind of almost knight style kite shield like folds out of his arm, like out of the device on his arm, and like plops together like shing, and then he charges you guys. So let's re-roll initiative.
15.
Okay. I need to find some new dice.
I got a natty.
Ooh.
No.
Okay,
Nice.
so that's going to be Blade. That's going to be Ribeye. And they both rolled 12s. Okay. All right, so we got a 15 from Ruby, right?
Yes, sir.
Natty from Roswell. What'd you get, Tex?
8.
You go before Aubrey, I guess. Okay.
Huh.
So Natty is going to be Roswell. Then Ruby, you got what?
15.
15, so it's Ruby next. Then it's going to be Blade and Ribeye and Tex and Aubrey. Okay, what do you guys do?
Roswell's first.
Roswell is first. He's just charging. Boof, 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 boof. Shield out to block bullets. They're crime fighters. They're prepared for guns.
How tall is the shield?
How tall is the shield?
Yeah, is it like is it full length in the front of him or?
It's not blocking his whole body. It is possible to get a shot through.
Okay.
Like, it's not a tower shield, if that's what you're asking. He's also a massive person.
Right, well, that's what I wanted to make sure. All right, perfect.
But I will say this, it will be harder to shoot him than fist fight.
Right. No, I'm wondering exactly. Okay, perfect.
You're fine. He is, for you, because how tall is Ruby?
She is 4 foot 4 inches.
Okay, he's massive to you. Like, he's like, he towers above you. Like, Ribeye is probably about 2 or 3 inches taller than Roswell is. So he is very big.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Is
very
there a
big
way
boy.
to grapple in this game?
There is a way to grapple. It's complex and weird, though. As with everything in this game.
We all do things weird here. I don't know.
I gotta find it. Entangle. A defender can attempt to trap a weapon or arm of an attacker. This is done instead of parrying or dodging. It takes up 1 attack of their next melee. An entangle is successful if the defender rolls above the attacker's strike roll, so you have to basically beat their attack. It takes 1 attack and a roll to entangle to keep the opponent's arm or weapon entangled every melee round. In order to get free, the entangled opponent must roll a dodge against the entangled roll. It kind of flips the script, I guess. Is the best way to say it.
Okay, well, as he's charging with his shield, I want to attempt to do this. So I want to basically step behind. You know how he's got his shield in front?
Mm-hmm.
Sidestep him and try to, like, bear hug his, around his shield. Like,
Okay.
so I'm behind him.
All right.
So I guess you would roll your attack and I
Yeah.
would roll mine,
You're-
and if I win, I got it.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with their system, honestly. It would be that you would have to wait for him to attack, basically.
Oh, that's... Well,
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird.
Is that
Like,
really what it... Because it said,
it
it
says...
said it takes 1 attack action.
Yes, it takes 1 from your next melee roll. It's basically instead of
Oh, it's a
parry or...
defensive
Yes,
move.
it's a defensive maneuver to entangle. So, like, it's a weird one. I will say this. If you want, I'll let you hold actions until he attacks, and then you can go after him. But he's still going to get both of his actions.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to
Okay.
hold my actions.
All right, well, Ruby actually goes first before him. So Roswell's kind of like sizing up the opponent and waiting. What are you doing, Ruby?
Well, I mean, she would notice this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kind of take my focus. Is the car that he jumped from still on the side that was coming up beside us?
Yes. It's on your side, yes.
Okay. Do I have a clear view of the driver?
No. Their window is extremely tinted.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot into the engine.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Damage is again a d6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to clarify. I'm like, what's damage again?
Depends on your
4.
gun.
4 plus, hold on.
Well, with times 2. Because
Yeah.
of your...
2d6s, I'm sorry. Hold on. 2d6s.
Your damage is 2d6s?
Yeah, it's bullets.
Yeah, with my revolver.
Wow.
So let me
Bullets are
roll a
scary
sec-
in this game,
let me
man.
roll a second
I don't know why
one.
they did that, but it is just ridiculous in this game.
I mean, it makes sense.
So it would be a
In some
total
ways it
of
does, yeah.
9.
What?
It's a total of 9.
9 damage?
Mhm.
Like you rolled a 4 and a 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an 18 points damage. All right. Your car is pretty fucking armored to the teeth, but you definitely do a sizable chunk of damage to it.
Listen, if it still makes it to where it's gonna make it complicated for him to drive, then. And I'm gonna take a second shot since I have 2 actions.
All right, go for it. Roll.
15.
Okay. That hits. He's not going to spend an action to dodge. Roll damage. I mean, it's a big car.
I got 11.
11 damage. Okay. All right. So. Okay. All
This
right.
one was a natural 6 and the other one was a 5. So.
All right. You just take that 38. You size it up. You fire twice. Boom. Boom. They hit the hood a couple of times. You could definitely tell the minute you shoot this car that it is very heavily armored. Like, this thing is a beast on wheels. But you definitely get a bullet to, like, hit in there a little bit. And you just see Blade behind the wheel, and he's like, "Oh, they shot my car! They're shooting my car! Who shoots a car?" He's like, "I've been doing this for 2 years. Nobody's ever shot at my actual car. That's it. All bets are off." Okay, at this point, we are going to go to Blade's turn. Blade, there is a big panel where the radio, like right under the radio, like this big panel toggles and switches that have different like pieces of painter's tape with, a Sharpie marker, like missiles, machine gun, smoke cloud, oil slick, all that stuff. You see him flip one, and he's like, "How do you like this then?" Flips one, and then he hits a switch, and you guys just see this like huge, like out of front of the grill, just boom, boom. These 2 huge shots fire up in front of the truck, and then they kind of hit the front of the truck. Just this huge like splatter over the windshield, completely impairing Bert's vision. Bert scrambles to switch on the radar, and I've got to make a quick driving check for Bert, which is going to translate into everybody making checks of some sort.
Oh no.
Oh no is right.
Oh, I know what this is. I'm so far away from Bert, right?
You're like a car length behind.
Okay.
You're not out of it. You can keep. It's just you rolled low on the initiative is the problem. You know.
Yeah.
There's Bert. There's Bert. What's up, Bert? All right. 2 drive truck. Where is your skill? Pilot truck 96 is definitely making a stunt. That is going to be a minus 15. I'll bring it down to an 81%. He rolls a 63, so he's okay. But the whole truck lurches as he like scrambles to flip the switch, to click on the radar so that he can see without crashing into things. Blade actually, like behind the wheel, is like, "I can't believe this guy isn't stopping." Real quick, everybody on top of the truck, give me a PP check with the control. which we're gonna say has dropped to a 30. Or if you have acrobatics at a higher level, you can replace it with that.
Why the hell did I take dance
Ooh,
and not
sweet.
acrobatics as a skill? I'm not on the truck, but still.
I'm gonna find a way to make you dance, dude. I'm gonna find a way to make you use dance.
I want to dance off the Barbie.
Can I use that, or it has to be?
What?
I have athletics.
No, athletics doesn't work.
No.
It's either acrobatics or PP and control.
And you said it's dropping down to a 30.
It's 30 plus your stat. So your PP is what?
14.
So you have to be under a 44 on your dice.
Oh yes. Okay, I have a 27.
Okay.
I was like, I'm looking. I'm like, wait, my house is looking.
It's always a month between plays. We all forget. Okay, so the whole truck like lurches to the right. Bert, it's everything he can do to keep from hitting a Schwabel's delivery truck next to him. And you guys all kind of like shift slightly on board. Ribeye, who is very used to this kind of combat, just keeps rushing in. It is his turn. Oh, that is not. Why did it go? I didn't want that to happen. Okay. He rushes in and is going to try and take a big swing at the big, scary alligator. Actually, no. His first attack, he's got 3 attacks, so his first attack is going to be at Ruby, who's taking shots at Blade in the car.
Yeah, going for the one with the gun.
Yeah. Holy mother of Jesus. Okay. He's 1 away from a crit and rolls. Oh, that's the melee. Oh, man. He's actually tough. I can't hit that well, though. 21 to hit you.
Okay, and I can use my dodge, correct?
If you use your dodge, you use an action. Otherwise, you're using parry.
Okay, then I'm gonna use parry. So that's that one. I jump. I got 21.
Okie dokie. So he takes a big swing at you. You manage to dodge it. It kind of sidestep backwards. As you do, he's just going to step in and just try and drive the shield into your face. Then he's going to turn to the alligator.
Okay, and because I'm shorter than him, I'm going to kind of like try and dodge underneath that shield.
He got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, and he's a jerk face. And I got not a dirty 20, but I just got 20.
What?
I said he got a dirty 20 and I just got a regular 20. So
you rolled a 20?
No, I got a 17.
That's a dirty 20. Hold on. A dirty 20 is when the bonuses add up to 20.
Oh, okay, so then it's, yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Listen, I'm taking meds, okay?
All right. So you somehow dodge him again. You sidestep backwards. He just spins and just tries to catch Roswell with the back fist. Roswell, this is his last attack. This is your attempt for the entangle, I am sure. Correct?
Lay down. Okay.
All right. His roll to hit you
Hey,
is
I'm here.
his rolls to hit you is an 11.
That's to me, right?
Yes, and you have to beat it with your entangle roll.
19.
Nice.
Aha.
All right, so you've successfully entangled him, which, like I
Okay.
said, means that
Yeah, he has to roll something to try to get out of it. And that used one of my actions.
yeah, he has to roll a successful dodge roll, and he has to use an attack every time to try and get away from it. So next round, as long as you maintain the entanglement, next round he will have to roll a dodge to make an attack, and he gets 3 chances, but he has to. Each time he rolls, it's another attack he loses, basically.
Gotcha.
That's how I'm reading this.
So I grab his shield and I'm like bear hugging him, kinda, and I'm like, think you boys are making a big mistake. We ain't no criminals. Matter of fact, you look like somebody who would know a thing or two. You ever hear of the conspiracy of life?
You know what? I'm gonna give it a roll.
Yeah, this is good.
I don't think Ribeye is a big podcaster guy, but I'm gonna give it a chance. So I'm gonna say 15% or under. He has heard your podcast before.
Working on the car in the garage, listening to podcasts.
I am sorry, it is a 68. This will not solve the problem.
You haven't? Oh, you don't know what you're missing out.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna take you down to Tiny Town. You ain't gonna be able to hold me. Nobody holds the ribeye.
That's really a shame that you haven't heard about it. I'm telling you, man, it's great stuff in there. We talk about all the government agencies that are against the people, that pretend, taxpayer-funded agencies that are supposed to be helping, but they're doing nothing but hurting, releasing ooze into the environment that's turning creatures into people like you and me.
Just on top of a trailer, rambling into his ear while bear hugging him. So, it's actually Tex's turn.
Oh, God.
Tex, I am going to say this. You take a shot at Ribeye right now, you are definitely in danger of hitting Roswell.
All right. Where is the other car?
The other car is
like the Blade's car.
The road dog car.
Road dog car.
It is on the passenger side of the truck.
Okay.
Kind of towards the back of the trailer.
It's okay. I'm gonna try and drive up next to it. I know. Yeah, I've had to have seen Ruby shooting it, right?
Yeah, you definitely saw Ruby shooting it. There's no question.
I'm gonna like, kind of maneuver off to the side as far as I can to the side, and then take a shot. Line up my shot and take it.
Okay. All right. Do it.
Help me with this. Hold on.
So that would be a 12 to hit.
Are you just shooting at the car?
Yeah, at the engine.
Okay. It hits. Roll damage.
Take that, boys.
Alright, 3d6. 13.
Okay. All right. It still seems to be going. I mean, this is your shot kind of like plangs off of it. Like, it is a heavily armored vehicle. It's a superhero car, guys.
All right, so
I'm not saying you're not doing damage. You're definitely doing damage. It's just there is a lot of damage to be done, if you understand my meaning.
Yeah, I gotcha. Is the car window rolled down? Or not?
No. Oh no, it's up. You can't see the driver.
Damn.
Just shoot and it'll shatter the window.
Dang. Oh, this is tricky. Everything I really want to do, I'm kind of getting like not a great option, but it's probably the best option I got. All right. To the tires. This is a superhero car. Why do I keep wanting to shoot the car? I just don't want to shoot a puppy.
These are criminals.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna like drive up next to the driver's side window and knock on the window with the butt of my gun.
What?
Like
Okay.
knock. I'm not like pounding
Driving
it in. I'm
check.
just like knock.
You're crossing 2 lanes of traffic, minus 15%.
All right. Minus 15. This is gonna be close. Oh, that brings me down to a 49, and I rolled a 53.
Okay. All right. You are not successful. All right. So at this point, you're just like, okay, I'm gonna try and get their attention. You drive across 2 lanes of traffic. However, one of the cars behind this mess has decided randomly to get in front of it as fast as possible. It's this Ford Torres. So it just cranks the gas and goes at the wrong time. It clips your back end just as you get past, and the whole motorcycle starts to spin. As it does, we all see Blade. He looks, he says, "Oh, damn it." You see him click a button. It hits autopilot on the car. The car starts to stealth drive. He gull wings the door, which doesn't even make sense with a Charger, but it gull wings open, and then he reaches out his hand and snatches you. Like, snatches you out of midair and just holds you there. As your motorcycle, again, like, pling-plangs down the highway.
Okay, that damage thing.
That poor chopper. The
know.
poor chopper. He looks at you. He goes, "Holster the weapon, or I let you go." I'm sorry, that's not his voice. "Holster a weapon, or I let you go." You can see now he's a husky. He's actually straining. He's not ribeye. He's not super strong or anything.
I don't have a choice. I'm gonna holster the weapon.
All right, you holster the weapon. He pulls you into the car. As he pulls you into the car, though, he's gonna pull. We're gonna contest this because he's basically gonna immediately try and handcuff you as you get into the car. No. It's so hard to run the music and run the game at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. Find Blade here. Blade did not roll good.
What kind of contested?
Parry roll.
Okay.
He rolls a total of 5.
Sorry, boys. You are not a strong dog.
It's a dirty 20, actually.
All right, so you can actually stop yourself from being cuffed. Like he brings you in and tries to put you down in the passenger side, and you can see the cuffs come up, but you can actually spin around and get out of it. But you are now in a fist fight with Blade.
Ain't none of that. Varmint? Nah, I don't think so.
All right, you stop him, but I'm gonna say your actions were used up in your failed stunt.
Yeah.
So then we switch all the way back to the last person to go, who is Aubrey. Aubrey is just like holding the bat, staring as Roswell holds the giant Rottweiler and just tries to like plug his own podcast in his ear while holding him. And Aubrey's like just kind of sitting there, and then Roswell finishes talking, and then Aubrey just goes, "Buh!" and steps in and like whacks Oop, that's my alarm. Shouldn't be going off right now. Just steps in and goes to whack Ribeye. She like shrugs and just goes to hit him with the bat. So Roswell, you're holding him. You just finished plugging, and then Aubrey shrugs and then just smacks him in the face with the bat. He's like, "Oh!" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, that does it." And then he, it's back to the top of the order, which is Roswell.
Which, if I'm gonna maintain my hold, I have to forfeit it, right?
Yeah, I think we would have to go to him Like we would have to keep you after him to maintain the hold. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So Ruby, what are you doing?
So Roswell is holding. Am I watching Tex be pulled into this car?
Yeah, you know what? I would say yes. You were pretty focused on the car, so I wouldn't even make you roll. You were definitely watching the car, so you watched the whole thing. You watched Tex try and go over. You watch the panic he tore his clip him.
So I'm gonna. Do I have visual of the passenger side tire?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and shoot it.
Okay, roll.
12.
That's not gonna be enough.
Alright.
No, you take a shot, planes off the road. How many shots have you shot now? That was 5, right?
No, 1, 2, 3. Because I have 6 in the barrel, is what you said.
Yeah, you have 6 in the barrel, but you took 2 shots at Blade, and you shot at the ninja twice.
Mm-hmm.
Now you just shot at the car a 5th time.
Yeah, so I have so that was 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that would be 5. So I have
5.
one more shot.
Yeah.
In there.
Okay. All right. So you got one more shot, and you have one more action.
I'm gonna take a shot one more time at the wheel.
Okay, go for it.
19.
Okay.
Hit,
Okay.
Yes, no.
Yeah, that hits. All right, you take another shot. Final shot of the 38. Fires. It hits the passenger side. You hear a pop. Pow! The whole car starts to swerve. We'll get to that in a second. We're going to go back to Ribeye, though, because this would be happening at the same time. So Ribeye is going to attempt to get out of your grasp, brother.
Alright. So I roll an attack again, right?
Yes, he just rolled, just so you know, he rolled a 21 total.
A 17, so he'll beat it.
Okay, but he uses an action to do that. So this time he just kind of headbutts backwards, connects with your face, but it doesn't really doesn't hurt you in any way, just enough to let you kind of release him. He drops and he turns and just tries to wail you with the shield arm.
I'm gonna try to grapple one more time.
Okay. You're probably gonna get it. His attack roll is a 5.
I rolled a 13, so 15.
He's like, ugh. He turns around and swings at you. You yet again duck his punch, grab his hand, and wrap him again.
Listen, that's cute, dog. But I'm telling you, you're making a mistake. Call your dogs off. I'm telling you right now, we can sit down. We can talk this out. Because you gotta realize these guys may be dressed all hoity-toity, but they're the ones that you should be after, not us. We're being attacked, don't you understand?
He's like, oh, just stop grabbing me. and then he goes, oh, and then when you say the dog thing, he's like, I'm pretty sure that's racist somehow. And then at this point, at this point we switch to, I'm just gonna take it slightly out of order, and we switch to Aubrey, who just shrugs again and goes to bap the Rottweiler in the head. And she does. So she listens to you talk to him again, and then she shrugs again, and bam, right in the head. And he's like, "Oh, stop that, little girl!" and
Maybe you should knock some sense into you.
I'm trying to save you. She's like, "We don't need saved." Tex. Okay, so here's what happens inside the car. Ruby shoots the tire. Tire pops. You hear Blade, who's on top of you. He's about to attack you, and then he goes, damn it! And he turns. He has to drop into the driver's seat, flip a toggle, flip another toggle, and then the popped tire inflates again, basically. Whoosh! Just like Superbacks inflates. And then he's got to roll to maintain control. Now, you can attack him during this, but he won't get to roll to maintain control. It's your call.
Okay, I'm not gonna. I don't plan on dying again. I've been in a wreck too many times on the road at this point not to take that seriously.
You have not had good luck with the road stuff. I gotta be honest. Tex needs to stand in one place and shoot at things. Like that's what he requires.
Is there possible for me to ready an action?
Like pull the gun on him.
Actually, I have my rope. I was gonna try and tie him up.
Okay. You can ready an action. He's got to roll to defend, to not wreck though. No problem. Okay. So he manages to hold it. He holds it. Then he hits the button again to go to autopilot. It's at this point you go for the rope on him.
Okay, yeah, like I'm behind him. I take the rope and I'm trying to like wrap it around him and pull it down.
I'm gonna say you got to hit with it.
Okay.
Let's do this. Do you want this to be lasso for the first time?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Roll your lasso. Tell me what you get, if you get under or not.
I do not.
You do not?
No.
Okay, well then we're not going to worry about it.
Okay.
But you're still trying to wrap him with the rope, so make an attack roll.
All right, that is actually a 17 to hit.
Got him. All right, you wrap him up with the rope. You tie him up. At that point, though, when you tie him up, his hands come off the wheel. Oh, well, he's in autopilot, so that's a good call. You pull him off the wheel. You're in autopilot. He kind of looks at you. He grins, and then he kicks the autopilot off with his knee. Forcing you to either maintain a hold of him or jump for the wheel.
I'm gonna jump for the wheel.
Okay, you jump for the wheel and grab it. At that point, he pulls himself free of the rope, and he goes to punch you. We're gonna stop there. We go back inside the cabin. Switch the music just a little bit. Inside the cabin, we see Lila and Stella. Stella has moved to the passenger side. She's watching sweatily as Aubrey's up top fighting. She's kind of yelling to Bert and watching the monitor. She mentions a couple of times that it's dogs. And then we see Lila behind her. She's just like, doggies. I don't want doggies to get hurt. Doggies are good guys. Doggies can't be bad guys. Never met a bad dog. And then, Stella's just completely ignoring her. She's focusing on the radar, trying to help Bert. She's like, Car, move to the right. Car, softly. You don't want to toss him. Bert's like, I know, damn it. And Lila just reaches over and grabs the water bottle of the green stuff. That's right. We've never found out what Lila does. We're about to. So Lila's like, well, I don't want to do this, but I can't imagine. I don't want Roswell to kill all the doggies. I don't want the doggies to kill Roswell. She takes off the top. She takes a swig. She closes the top. As she does, you see the green kind of lines, but they're around her mouth a little bit. And then she just kind of like you just hear her start to say, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. It is at this point that all of you all of you, including all of the cars around you, in a 25-foot radius, just begin to giggle. Like they have heard the best joke that's ever gonna joke ever. So like Wiz, he's about to punch, he gets his hands free, he grabs you, he's about to punch you, and then he's like and then you are like holding the wheel, and then you're like and then you almost look at each other like, why are we laughing? And then he goes, I don't know, and you just keep giggling. On the top, Roswell Roswell's just hugging him, and then the Rottweiler's like, and then Roswell just is like, it's more of a hug now than actually holding him. and the Rottweiler actually starts to like kind of click his foot like a dog would being pet. Ruby, same thing. Ruby, you just start like giggling wildly, like you look at Aubrey, you don't know what's going on. Aubrey just looks at you and goes, oh, Lila, and then he goes back into the cab, and you see Bert like he like loses control of the car, and Stella has to grab it, and then she looks back at Lila and she's like, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy. She's just like, come on, Lila. Lila's like, I didn't want doggies to get hurt. We switch off, and we see on a hill, watching all this chaos kind of meld into the distance in the giant pink convertible Cadillac, is Barbie sitting next to Ken. And Ken's just kind of sitting there in his fur coat and just kind of looks at him and goes, I don't understand. Why don't we just kill them? Why'd you pull your men back? She goes, like, it's not about killing them, Ken. It's about teaching them something. And it's about everything he's gonna have to like do along the way. Trust me. It's just getting started. And that's where we're gonna end for the night.
Oh,
Nice.
What'd you guys think? Nice big battle, crazy chaos scene to go with everything?
yeah, that was so much fun. I love these road fights. They're hard as shit.
The road fights
but
are fun.
They're so much fun.
I haven't been fighting. I've just been hugging a guy.
I love that he got free to get hugged again. That is gonna be a conversation later where he's gonna be like, I could have taken you if you stopped hugging me for 10 seconds. Yeah, so just so you guys know, Ribeye does plus 12 physical hand-to-hand damage.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like, if you had actually gotten hit, and, like, you guys got lucky. Ruby got lucky as shit with those rolls on her defense. If you guys had gotten hit, it would have been brutal.
Hey, Ruby's a good dodger. She's a good dodger.
She's definitely a good dodger. We saw that. All right, so that's it for the stream. Everybody who watched and everybody who's watching in the back end will be back next month with another episode. We've got to the part 2 of the Road Dogs scene. We get to get into the Road Dogs a little bit and their whole relationship with everybody. So, yeah, with that being said, let's do the plugs. Mr. Philbilly, anything you want to plug, sir?
Check out Astral Drive, guys, and it's a lot of fun. And we just did a recording, so I'm sure an episode went up last week. So try to catch up on that one. Things are getting good. We're split. Part of our party's split up at the moment, and some cool stuff is going down on both sides. So yeah, check that out. And that's all I got for you guys now.
I just want to say the best piece of Philbilly role-playing that has ever been posted on a stream happens in one of those episodes that we just recorded. So definitely check out Astro Drive. Wiz, what do you want to plug, sir?
As always, Wizard's Respite, the website where all of these shows, all of these TTRPG shows are airing, along with blogs about TTRPGs, the industry, It's wizardsrespite.com. We're also selling shirts there. And yeah, that's it for tonight.
Oh, I also wanted to say, it doesn't get enough views on the channel, but check out that Sanctorum show that Zach and Wiz do, because that's like, I don't know why, it's like my favorite show on the channel. So give that show some more views.
Cool.
It is. You can also check that out on Spotify, and it does okay on occasion. Like, there's been some episodes that have really clicked. Hope Child.
I just want to plug, check out Created with Love by Jackie Rates on Facebook. We've got some really new cool things coming up. I'm now doing wallets for the back of your phone. I'm doing, again, wallets for your wives or special significant others. Summer's coming up. Check out the cool new wind spinners. Hold on one second.
Which is totally blacked out.
Is it green?
The cloak from Harry
Discord
Potter.
ate it. Discord ate it so
I know,
fast.
right? So we got the cool new, like, this is a lily wind spinner.
Oh, that's cool.
They push open and they actually spin when the wind goes by them and stuff. So I got a bunch of different new wind spinners posted. There's 10-inch wind spinners, 8-inch wind spinners, as well as we also have the official OGM gaming tumblers available. They are only $20. So if you would like to support the old man gamer himself, check out those tumblers and see if you like them.
And Jackie is actually modeling something for my plug. If you don't mind, Jackie. Yes, we have merchandise, ladies and gentlemen. The Old Man Gaming quality is a quantity over quality shirt. It says quantity over quality on the back. It does. There it is. Quantity over quantity, not quality. You can check that out on wizardsrespite.com. This partnership has proved wonderful for both of us. So we can now have merchandise. It is on Wizards Respite, so you can check out all his wonderful TTRPG shirts alongside the first ever Old Man Gaming official merchandise in that. Thank you so much for getting one, Hope Child. Is it comfortable?
It is very comfortable, and again, I am a bigger girl, so I have a extra large t-shirt, so I do have a lot of room. It's very nice. It's very comfortable. The sleeves aren't very, like tight or anything like that, so it is very comfortable.
Thank you, madam. I'm a bigger girl myself, so I will be getting a 4X as well. Other than that, you can check out everything this channel has to offer. If you're a TTRPG person, we do a bi-weekly podcast, myself and Wizard. We also have plenty of TTRPG stuff, including this and Astrodrive. Plus, be on the lookout because we've got 2 more shows coming later this summer, and very soon we're going to be announcing season 1 of our Doctor Who actual play podcast, which I cannot be more excited about. Hope Child actually is part of that. It's probably first episode's probably be coming out in June. It's very exciting. So, we have a lot of TTRPG stuff coming your side. And if by chance you're a gamer, check out that side. We have For Honor highlight videos. We've got reviews of different games. We play GM mode. We play everything, you can find something on our weird ass algorithm hated channel. So, check it out. Other than that, we'll be back in about a month with some more TNT adventures as we continue on the long roads. You guys can also reach us on Facebook at OMAGamingDH, on Twitter at OMAGaming9. You can join our Discord. Link is in the description below. Influence this and all of our shows from there. Check out wizardsrespite.com for all your TTRPG shirts, Old Man Gaming shirts, and TTRPG knowledge and reviews. And then you can also check out Created with Love on Facebook for all of your wonderful custom Tumblr needs. And as long as you guys keep watching and listening, we'll keep making them. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.